All right, man. Y'all know what time it is. Don't watch me, watch Dynamite TV. This is Guru Dynamite, and welcome to Shots and Chops.
Oh!
Hey!
Oh my God! Take the shot. Take the shot. Take the shot.
You respect the champ. Come here.
Oh wait.
All right, champ. I just had to get it out there.
Oh my God!
Oh
my God!
Damn it.
Wow!
Next.
He's bleeding. He's bleeding. Oh my God! He's bleeding.
All right, let's go.
Watch out!
Oh, my hand got a little tequila on it too.
Oh!
I'm Zello Smoke. Welcome to Shots and Chops.
Oh my God!
Woo!
Get you one.
Woo!
Respect the champ, man. Respect the champ.
Respect the champ.
Ooh!
Welcome to Shots and Chops.
Damn!
No chaser.
Oh God!
I was born for this, I was born for this, I was born for this, I was born for this right here. Say it till the doubt disappears.
Proven. More than a shoe, it's you.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following podcast is scheduled for one fall. Welcome to Houston, Texas, baby. We in the Big Propaganda Wrestling Podcast Network right now, man, bringing you the hottest content in the city, man. It's 5 o'clock somewhere, and then we are in the smoke hour, and it's time for another episode of Shots and Chops, man. Mike, let them know about our sponsors.
Hey, man, we want to send a huge shout out to our sponsor, man, Proven by Arlena. Hey, man, this is right here is one of the top quality shoes in the world, man. In the world. It's handcrafted, made in Italy, award-winning shoe.
Award-winning.
Real genuine leather.
Real snake skin.
Hey, real snake skin.
Real lamb.
Real lamb. Hey, man.
Who making stuff with lamb these days?
I don't know, but you know what? She making it, so you know what?
You right.
It's Proven by Arlena, man. Got designer shoelaces. What else you got?
Man, she has a futuristic handcrafted shoe, man. Award-winning shoe, man. Endorsed by Champion,
man.
So it's like, what else can you say,
what
man?
else can you say?
The official shoe of the Big Propaganda Wrestling
Podcast. And
Network,
look,
man.
make sure y'all follow her right now on all her socials. She's on Twitter. She's on X. She's on Facebook. She's on Instagram, man. Click the link in her bio and get you a pair of her shoes today. Proven by Arlena.
Yes, sir. But let's get into it, ladies and gentlemen, man. As you can see, we have just took the chops of our life. Probably the best chop that has ever been taken in the world right now by yours truly. Don't watch him. Watch Dynamite TV. Mr. Guru Dynamite, man.
Gorilla, baby. Gorilla mode.
I ain't gonna
New
cap,
shirts
bro.
coming through.
New shirts coming through.
He was bleeding.
It's still here.
He's bleeding on the inside.
Bro, you outdid me, and I've been getting chopped down there every week.
Every day. But ladies and gentlemen,
Push-ups in, fam.
we have a special guest in the building today. We have the leader of the pack, the biggest wolf you will ever see. Oh! He is one half of the Twin Dragon Connection Tag Team Champions Superiority Complex. He is the new Texas Pro Heavyweight Champion. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm talking about no other than the multi-diverse, chopping like a motherfucker, put you to sleep, wake you back up, 1, 2, 3, goddamn, he's the man, Stephen Wolf.
I'm gonna take you to every show with me because that's how I want to be introduced.
Please, bring me,
Hey,
please.
man,
Right
we got the Wolf of Wrestling on the
Please.
show.
Please.
The Wolf of Wrestling is on the show.
Leader of the pack.
The leader of the pack.
Leader of the pack.
Hey, man.
Man, Stephen, first of all, we just want to thank you, man, and welcome to the show. We're glad you took your time out to come kick it with us, man.
Yeah.
Chop the shit out of us, of course. And you know what I'm saying? Pour up with us, drink a little bit, man.
Hey, you know what? First, I will say you're welcome. Secondly, I'm gonna say let's drink.
Let's drink.
Y'all did
today.
bring out the Don
Cheers.
Julio for your boy, so I appreciate it. Thank you.
Oh, that was your special request?
Only Top Shelf Tequila.
Oh, okay.
I'm the new Texas Pro heavyweight champion. You
He's a
think
man of good
I'm
taste.
gonna drink just
My
well
man.
tequila?
He's a
Come
man
on
of
now.
good taste.
Hey, man.
I'm gonna give you that because you took a hell of a chopper.
Oh, my
did.
God, bro.
Hell of a
I
charge.
don't say this to many people, but respect. Respect.
Thank you,
Definitely respect.
And thanks for
Respect.
buying a t-shirt. ProWrestlingTees.com.
Show the merch. Show the merch.
Yeah,
Pro Wrestling Tees.
Pro Wrestling
Merch.
Tees, man. Go get that. Go get
Yeah,
that.
Champ approved.
absolutely.
But Mr. Wolf, man, you know, champ. You know, man, how you feeling, man? You know, you just took this belt off of BK not too long ago, man.
Yeah, man. I did something that a lot of people thought was impossible.
Yeah.
Right. It doesn't really matter how people feel about how I did it. You know, you can name great after great that has cashed in something and won a championship, right? But nobody's ever. You got something to say?
Oh, no. I'm listening.
Oh,
I don't want no
you
problems.
like
I
you
don't want
about
no
to chime
smoke.
in really quick.
No. I don't want no
No, you
problems.
fine.
I don't want no smoke.
Just let the champ speak. All right. Thank you. Anyway, but no. On a serious note, like I know BK was champion for 834 days, right? He was the man in Texas. I mean, the person that holds the new Texas Pro Championship is the man in Texas, right? I understand the responsibility that is now on my shoulders. I mean, look at the Texas Indie Showcase, right? You have, 6 or 7 different companies, but it's all under the new Texas Pro banner.
Yeah.
So this title means you run Texas.
It means you're the best.
I mean,
Well, let me tell you this, champ. Did you not have to fight one match before that? Before you got the belt?
exactly.
The same night?
Mm-hmm. And not just any match. It was a 3-way ladder match.
Yeah. Yeah.
See, that's what they don't tell them, champ. That's what I don't tell them.
No, like everybody just sees the 14 seconds, and you can look it up. It's 14 seconds that I beat BK. Guys who went 25 minutes with him couldn't do it. I beat him in under a minute.
So that's a new record,
Yeah,
huh?
I got a question for you. So is that new record? Is that the fastest win for the new Texas Pro Heavyweight Championship ever? Have you just set that record?
Y'all can Google it, but yeah, I'm the record setter. I'm the record setter.
Oh, okay.
Moment maker,
I'm not.
record breaker.
What?
I'm not gonna cap. I got to drink to that. I don't know about y'all. It's a new record.
Hell,
That's a new
bro,
record.
we got
That's
to
a new
drink to that.
Hey, being alpha ain't just being about, the mentality. It's about, backing up your words. And I feel like that's exactly what I did. BK, he's a hell of he's probably one of the best in Texas. But from what you can see from my right, from my left, there's a new best in Texas now. And his name's Stephen Wolf. Like, I don't know what else to say.
I agree with you. I totally agree with you. And I like to go and say you are one of the best workhorses in this business. You go out there and you put on a hell of a match. We were just talking about this on the last podcast. That, like, your performances speak volumes to the point where you really don't even have to touch a mic at all. You just let the technique, you let the skill, you let the ability speak for itself. And it's showcased in every match you have, and just how you brought home that championship. It's amazing, champ. You're doing your thing, man, and we're gonna commend you over here. We're gonna give you your props, your flowers, and everything, man.
Yeah.
Keep going. You're doing it.
Appreciate that, man. Thank you.
Yeah. See, me, I was personally hooked when you flipped Chris Carter ass up like pizza dough, and then you gave him a hell of a power driver. But that chop that was heard around the world, bro, that chop echoed the building, man.
It did.
Oh my God.
It did.
Man, I will say Chris Carter has one of the most choppable chests I've ever had.
Oh my God.
But I will say, in recent memory, Culture Shock, member Ali Summers, he actually challenged me in Exodus for the Twin Dragon Connection Championships, right? At the last show, and this boy was throwing everything he had at me, right? I have never, it's a first for me. One chop sent that bitch out the ring. And he posted a picture afterwards, like, obviously, and I saw that and I was like, oh, damn. I was like, I need to control myself sometimes. Yeah. But nah.
Man, you know what's crazy? Before I was like, you know what? I might ask for 2 chops tonight. And after I seen that first one, Guru take, I was like, nah.
Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah.
No.
Well, how about this? Keep sipping a little bit, and then we'll see how we feel at the end of the show. All right? No? You sure?
I don't want to bleed on the inside.
Oh my God. Oh man.
So I do want to ask you, how did you and Exodus get together to start you guys tag team?
Man. I mean, honestly, like, all due respect to Exodus, I didn't really know him too much when I came into Inspire, right? Him and I, we had a match, and, you know, he went over on some nefarious deeds, which now I look back and I'm like, all right, respect, right?
Yeah.
But Inspire Pro said, no, we don't want to see that. We want to see who's better between the two of you, like true competitors, right?
Okay.
So we had a, I want to say it was a best of 3. And the winner of that would challenge on for the title. Now, he won the first one. I won the second one. Third one ended in absolutely no contest. So instead of, you know, Inspire not giving the people what they want because they wanted to see us fight, they decided, screw it, let's put them in a triple threat. So it's me, Exodus, and T-Ray in a triple threat. All right. And we killed, I think we went for like 15, 20 minutes, tore the house down. But what we realized in that match was Exodus and I were actually pretty good as a tag team, right?
Yeah.
You know, no matter what, even if, you know, at the time he was a bit of an asshole and I was a little bit of a goody two-shoes, we still tried to, you know, make it work. And we did. And then once we were able to actually get on that same page, that's when these championships finally came home. So, you know, it went from me not knowing Exodus to knowing how, honestly, phenomenal Exodus really is. Exodus Prime is putting in that work. He hasn't had a weekend off, and I can't even tell you how long. I've told him, man, like, you're the champ now. Just relax. Sit back a little bit. He goes, no, absolutely not. And I respect that. I really do.
Yeah.
He's only been wrestling for about, like, I think he's told me 5 years or so.
Really?
Yeah. Man, and man got kids and everything, so he's hustling, man. He's wanting to get it.
Yeah.
And I'm right there with him, 100%. You know? So, yeah, me and Exodus didn't know each other this time last year, but nah, we boys.
No, I can, I can tell the chemistry is there.
Yeah,
he's
great
chemistry
chemistry.
there.
Great chemistry.
Yeah, and you guys really kind of like mesh so well together too. Like, you know what I'm saying, from the move set to just like the character work. You know what I'm saying? Y'all really bring out that tag team champion vibe. So it's really dope to see, man. Give you guys your flowers once again, man. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? When you
Yeah, man, that's the thing. Is like he's so easy to like tag with too. Like if I'm like, hey, bro, like in this match, when you pick him up, why don't you let me come in? I'm gonna try to do a little something. He goes, all right, man, if the opportunity's there, let's do it. I'm like, all right, cool, let's do it. And he's like super chill with everything. So cool. Like the entrance, man, like the way he gets ready, the way he prepares for a match. Usually I'm just kind of like by myself in my zone, focusing, trying to get that wolf mentality out there, right?
Yeah.
But that man, he knows how to bring it out of somebody like nobody would believe, right? Like he comes out and he exudes that confidence. And I'm like, yeah, bro, respect given, respect is earned.
Yeah.
You know, so.
That's dope, man. Also, I like to speak about, you tag team with Exodus Prime, but you are also the leader of the pack.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying? You got your boy Danny King and KC Kareem alongside with you. You know what I'm saying? You guys have formed a very formidable faction right now, man.
Absolutely, yes,
and
sir.
It's really booming, and it's making waves on the scene right now over here in Texas Contender Series and New Texas Pro, man. How did all of that come about?
Well, man, really it started because I came to the Premier Arena, which is where a lot of the guys do the training that, you know, are in Texas Contenders. And, you know, I saw a lot of people that, quite honestly, I wasn't impressed with. I saw them, I was like, okay, you're here because they just want to make money. All right, cool, whatever. I get it. I get it.
Yeah.
But when I saw KC Kareem and I saw Danny King, like, they wouldn't taking shit from anybody. You know, they were the ones that were like, no, do it again. No, we're going to do this until we get it right. Those guys had that fire and that potential to be great. I saw, like, honestly, I saw, like, a lot of me when I was younger in them. Just that natural, there's not even a word for it, just that it's overplayed, but like that it factor. You know?
Yeah, we
like
got you, yeah.
That unobtainable, that thing that you can't be taught, that thing that's just, that you're either born with or you're not.
Yeah.
And I saw that and I was like, I see greatness in you too. So let me help you achieve it. And so, like, you started out kind of like in a mentorish role and whatnot. Like, hey, this is what you should do. Hey, when you're taking bookings, ask for this rate because this is what you deserve. Hey, do this, do that. If you need to come on the road with me, you can, no problem, hands down. But when I saw they could really hold their own, like really, really hold their own in the ring, as the dream team, I said, nah, I want you guys to be with me.
Yeah,
No, I like I know when like older guys try to get young dudes like to be with them and whatnot. It's like, hey, let me use you as a stepping stone to kind of platform myself to greatness, to slingshot myself.
Yeah.
And that's definitely not what I'm trying to do. What I'm trying to do is have them come up to my level because they do have the potential for it.
Yeah, most definitely. Yeah.
Hands down, 100%. They're missing those key factors that just really come with time. You know, they have what it takes to be good, to become great. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I just want to take them really under my wing. Don Julio getting to me.
Getting to all of us at this point.
Yes, sir. But no, I just want to take them under my wing and, like, you know, I know I have the title of it, but truly be a leader of the pack. And help them chase that greatness.
Yeah, man, you are most definitely that leader of the pack, man. Like, I was, like, me, when I first came to this Contender Series, I think Danny and KC was, like, with faces at the time.
Yeah, they was.
And, you know, like, this is just a fan perspective, in my personal opinion. You know what I'm saying? They kind of weren't really just like over like that. It was people that liked them, and of course, it's, you know, we know the work they do. We're gonna support regardless. You know, whether you're face heel, we're gonna support. But that transition to heel, it changed a lot about them. It brought a lot of character out. It brought more of the in-ring capability out also too. And then just adding you to that mix and elevating them. And, you know what I'm saying? Like you say, you brought your mentorship to them and just, like, giving them that extra push. It changed the game for all you guys entirely. Like, you know what I'm saying? The pack is something not to be taken lightly at this point. Just like at the new Texas Pro Show just recently when you won the title. Like, when you three came out, that music hit, you drugged the ref out there. Like, yeah, you know what time it is.
Oh, my God.
We knew what time it was.
I was shocked.
We knew what time it was. Like, it's a different feeling, man. And y'all really have, like you say, that it factor. Y'all have it. And it's a great thing to see, man.
So have you seen like KC Kareem's promos?
Yes.
Since he turned heel?
Yes.
Crazy.
Different.
Crazy.
Different level.
And you like, if you were saying, like you said, when they were babyface, if you would have thought that would have came, you wouldn't have thought it.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing, man, is like I told them straight up, like, you guys have the potential to be like top players in New Texas. Not even just New Texas, but Texas in general.
Texas in general,
right?
yeah.
And I told them, you guys are way too goofy. Like, you guys, I know you guys want to have fun. You guys want to, like, play to the crowd and things like that. But if you guys want to really win, you guys want to really get your shit in, you got to do what's best for you. You know what I mean? So let me help you get to that spot. And since then, man, they've been taking everything so much way more serious. Their intensity is up to an 11, and I love that, bro. So when I see that shit, I'm like, yeah, you know what? I'm gonna watch your match. I'm gonna see what you do, and guess what? I'm gonna show you how to do it even better. Yeah, they drive me to be better. So that's what I love about Danny and KC, man.
Yeah, man.
So what I want to ask is, I want to press rewind. I know we went a little ahead, but you know, I want to take it back to when you was younger.
Okay.
You know, what really caught your eye as a kid to become a wrestling fan?
Oh, man. I can't tell you like a definite spot when I was like, man, I want to be a pro wrestler. But I just remember growing up watching Monday Night Raw, whether it be Thursday or Friday Night SmackDown with my grandma.
It's like some of the best days.
Dude, truly. Watching that, doing flips off the couch, wrestling, like, you know, teddy bears, pillows, and stuff like that, man. And so, like, I was like, oh, this is always so cool. It's amazing. And my grandma, man, she was my best friend growing up. And she always told me, you know, do what makes you happy and chase your dreams. And she always told me, I guess that's why I'm big, like, on the whole, like, chasing greatness thing. Because she always told me, like, I know you can be great. And so I'm just trying to live up to, you know, the potential that my grandma saw in me. You know, so that's really what got me into it was my grandma. You know, love her to death.
Shout out to grandma,
Shout
man.
out to grandma,
Shout out to
man.
grandma.
So as you started to like, you know, like wrestling, to love it, when did you decide, hey, I want to start training?
That's actually a funny story. So at the time, I worked at Toys R Us, and I picked up a shift for somebody, just random, just closing shift, and I was like, I'm a broke kid, so I need money. And I was working customer service. This dude came up and bought like a Power Ranger wrestling figure. Name was Jonathan Napier. That was his wrestling name. And I was like, oh, Power Rangers. I used to watch that when I was a kid. He's like, oh, yeah, like I collect, like, you know, like old, like Power Ranger figures and stuff like that. I also collect, like, wrestling figures. And, you know, I was like, oh, man, I love wrestling. Like, I watch it all the time and da-da-da-da. We got to talking about, like, 5-10 minutes. And I was like, I've always wanted to be a wrestler. But, you know, in small town Illinois where, like, we're just surrounded by cornfields, there's nothing there. Yeah. And he's like, well, I actually own my own wrestling company if you want to come try out for it. And I was like, I'm sorry, what? Like, that's, I'm like, where? And dude was like,
what
yeah,
are
it's,
the odds?
no, truly. And he's like, yeah, it's just over in this little town called Creve Coeur. It's literally a village. This room is probably bigger than that entire town. But yeah, he's like, yeah, you just want to come up here? Like, you can try out and we can, like, train and stuff like that. And, you know, first time I got into a ring was in the Hilltop Bar and Grill parking lot in just, like, stupid hot weather and just getting in that ring. And I was like, damn, this is freaking awesome. So I started training a little bit there. Well, I say train, but in a bar and grill parking lot, you can't really do too much. But luckily for me, man, Tracy Smothers was a special guest on that show.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow, okay. Yeah.
Southern boy Tracy Smothers.
Man.
Yeah.
Rest in peace. But he really saw me and he really did for me what I do for Casey and Danny.
Okay.
Like he was like, hey kid, like he's like, you got it in you, all right. Let me see what you do. Let me do this, do that. All right, can you do a drop kick? He sees my, he's like, oh, you the drop kick kid. That's what I'm gonna call you now. And I was like, all right, cool, yeah. Like Tracy Smothers wants to put me over. I'm cool with it, man.
Sure. Yeah.
And really, it was just it's kind of like a right place, right time thing, man. Tracy really helped me out in the beginning. One of the guys that I was on the show with Tracy saw me, and he was more local to me. His name was Corbin Blaze. And me and him became absolute best friends. I would ride with him everywhere, do everything with him. I was actually one of the groomsmen at his wedding.
Okay.
He helped me out, got on a show with him. He told me that, he's like, hey, man, I got to try out for the show. I want you to do it with me because I don't trust anybody else. And I was like, I'm 6 months into wrestling. I can't try out for anything except for, like, trying to not fall when I'm on the top rope. And he said, you're going to do it with me and you're going to like it. And I was like, yes, sir. And that show happened to be Dreamwave Wrestling.
Wow.
And because of that tryout, you know, I got on the pre-show at Dreamwave, and that promoter saw something in me that he didn't see with anybody else. He put me on the show, and that's really where I feel like my talents were able to be seen by everybody, and not just, you know, that bar and grill parking lot, or that you know, small town USA. It was really with Dreamwave. It really gave me my first like, hey, you know. But it's really just putting yourself out there and willing to go travel those roads and put that time in. That's really what it is. So that's really like kind of really like how I started. Truly. So yeah,
dope story. Speaking of traveling roads, you just came back from Germany not too long ago, man. Just kind of shed some light on what your experiences was out there. Just like, did you sightsee? How was the wrestling out there? You know what I'm saying? How did you enjoy yourself?
Man, I loved it. Germany, it's a culture shock, man. Because, you know, here I got a car, I can drive it wherever I want. If I want to, you know, go to McDonald's, I can just go to McDonald's.
Yeah.
But there, man, no car, no nothing. Got really around by like public transit. So, excuse me, like trains and stuff was like the main way to get through. I'd have like those e-scooters that you have to like swipe your card for.
Oh yeah.
Bro,
Okay.
I probably spent like 3 hours a day on one of those things. Just
No
driving
shit.
around.
Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah. It was so much fun. But no, man, it was a different vibe just because being somewhere where the primary language isn't English.
Yeah.
It forces you to, you know, go out of your comfort zone and do something else.
Yeah.
Sightseeing, went to a bunch of different places like Cologne, Dusseldorf. Went out to the Netherlands, wrestled there as well. But the WXW just crew in itself, they exude just like respect for the sport and really like, hey, we are wrestlers and we are professionals. That's why, you know, guys like, you know, Gunther, now formerly Walter, he was in WXW for a very long time. He was, from my understanding, he was one of the head trainers there. He like, the way he carries himself is the way that all of those guys carry themselves. Yeah. And honestly, I'm like, yeah, this is phenomenal. This is amazing. I was only able to work one show with them, unfortunately, but man, I'm spoiler alert, I'm going back there next year. Okay. I can't wait to go back, man. It's gonna be great. And then I also wrestled for a couple different companies. One definitely want to shout out is Pro Wrestling Holland. That place was so much fun, and it was an absolute blast, man. Everything from the crowd, the promoter, to the locker room, it was so much fun, man. absolutely just amazing. And yeah, between the sightseeing, the wrestling, everything in between, and even the people, man. The people are so nice there. Yeah. Yeah, man, this is great.
Did the people kind of like gravitate to you while you was out there? Like, you know what I'm saying? Did they kind of like try to come up to and talk to you? Like, and you know,
there's a black guy here. Let's go talk to him. No. Although that did actually happen.
Oh man.
But no, like they did just because they're like, oh yeah, you're from America.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
You know, like they talk about like, you know, all the wrestling that's over here because obviously there's just a shit ton, right? Especially it was funny because like a couple of them were actually like, hey, yeah, we came actually down to Houston and like trained there for a little bit. I was like, oh shit, that's dope.
Yeah.
And yeah, man. So it was an absolute blast. A lot of the guys did come up, you know, talk to them. They talked to me, like exchange information. Yeah. So I got some guys out there like, you know, friends for life. Truly.
Man, that's dope.
And I can't wait to see them again whenever I do go back out there. So yeah, man, it was awesome. Loved it.
Man, it's dope, man.
How long was that flight?
Well, it depends. So like on the way there, first flight was from Houston to I want to say somewhere in Switzerland. That was like 8 or 9 hours, and then Switzerland to Dusseldorf in Germany. That was like 2-ish, maybe, if I remember correctly. But man, the way back, for some reason my travel like got all screwed up. So I had to take like an hour train to the airport, go to the airport, take a 2.5 hour flight from Dusseldorf to the next airport. From that airport, I have to fly, it was like 9 hours over to, I think it was like New York or something like that. Like a 3-hour layover there, and then fly all the way back from New York all the way back to Houston. I probably spent I was up for like 25 hours straight. And like, you gotta realize, like, I got up in Germany at like 4:30 in the morning, and like, I don't know how it works with time change and stuff like that, but I got home in Houston, cuddling with my puppy at like 11:30 midnight, like our time. So it was horrible. Wow, but man, honestly, crazy. Man, it's just the nature of the business. It's the grind. Like, this is what you have to do.
The longest flight I ever took was
here's cheers to traveling to Germany, man.
That's a big accomplishment.
Yeah, man.
Appreciate you, man. Thank you.
Damn. So I want to hop back into this new Texas Contender Series, you know.
Please do.
So you went against the Wind Dragon. Yeah, we gotta talk about that.
Oh man! Okay. Now, no disrespect. I'm a Wind Dragon fan over here. You know? I ain't gonna lie to you.
I'm sorry.
I respect the leader of the pack. Don't get me wrong. I respect the leader of the pack and everything you do.
I'm not gonna lie. When I first saw the match, I was like, Steven's gonna kill him.
Squash.
Because we're being honest.
Hey, be honest.
But I look
honest.
at it like this though, man. Dustin came a long way, and I felt like that the higher ups in New Texas Pro had to put a lot of trust in Dustin to go against someone of your caliber.
Mm-hmm.
And man, that says a lot. Now, again, you came out victorious, you know, of course,
as you should.
But
he's the champ.
Your attitude kind of changed a little bit on the, you know,
well,
you gotta know it.
Well, my thing is, guys, honestly,
because I started booing you.
Dude, my thought process is this: I do not care, genuinely, wholeheartedly. I don't care if you like me, but you will
respect.
You will respect me.
I respect you. I was so hurt. I was like, oh Lord,
man.
No, man.
Why, Steven? Why?
I came to that match thinking I was just gonna, you know, teach the green kid a thing or two. You know, let him get in the ring with somebody that he knows that he can't touch.
Yeah.
But the problem was, as the match went on, I saw in his face that he had that glimmer of, I think I can actually beat him.
Damn.
I think I have that chance, that opportunity.
Damn.
And I took that as disrespect. Yeah. Like I said, the one thing I'm all about is respect. I don't care if you like me. I don't care if you dislike me, any of that, but you will respect me. And that glimmer of, I think I can beat Stephen Wolf, the man who has traveled all across America. At that point, I was 8.5 years in. I've been in the ring with likes of NXT superstars all the way down the road, right? Mm-hmm. You think you can beat me? Nah. And because of that, I know his biggest thing is he wants to do the Mortal Kombat kicks, things like that. Nah, bro. He wasn't kicking for a long time after
because he was on crutches last time I saw him.
As he should have been. I mean, let's be honest. And then after all of that, he wants to try to challenge, my students. KC, Kareem, and Danny King are the only two I will ever say are my students. Period. Right? You want to challenge them? Disrespecting them is disrespecting me.
I think there needs to be a warning label put on the pack.
Yeah,
you mess with one, you mess with all.
Yeah.
That's how dogs roll.
That's how dogs roll.
But with that being said, though, because I'm not gonna lie,
ain't no one-on-one.
I'm a huge Stephen Wolf fan. What's next for you for as defending this beautiful championship right here? Because everybody wants it. I mean, you got a lot of guys on the roster. Whether it's New Texas Pro or Texas Contender Series, another guy who's on the rise is Hoka. I mean, y'all, that'd be a monster match. I'm not gonna lie to you, because he was in the ring with KC Kareem.
Yeah, I mean,
KC Kareem, ain't gonna lie, he didn't win the match, but he definitely
gave Hoka. Yeah, he gave Hoka a run for his money. I ain't gonna lie to you.
So real quick, let me ask you something. Who is Hoka's biggest victory against?
Man, don't do that.
I'm being genuine. No, you want to ask me about the
Y'all did it. Hey,
Hoka's,
don't do that.
Like, his biggest win is against one of, like I said, my students. So, congratulations. You know what I mean? Like, I'm like.
I mean, you asked the man the question.
So after,
oh man,
if he wants to. If the Tongan troublemaker wants to step up, by all means, I'll put his ass down. It's fine.
Wow.
I'll show him how to actually wrestle.
Okay.
But as it comes for any other contender for this New Texas Pro Championship, I don't think that's really on me. I'm the champion. They can chase me. Like, I'm not out here looking for, like, who wants a shot? Who wants this? Who wants that? I'm going to sit back, collect my paycheck, and when somebody earns the right for this championship, they can come at it. And, on the 30th, December 30th.
So I was just going to say, I'm going to spin the block on that.
Okay.
BK is coming back on December 30th, and he says he wants that back. What are your thoughts? Because
this time you're going to beat him. Okay, I'm going to say it. This time you're going to actually beat him fair and square.
Can we take predictions real quick?
There you go.
Can we take predictions real quick?
Go.
What?
No.
There you go.
Who's giving the predictions? Who's giving the scores?
I give my prediction. I give my prediction.
Okay.
BK, shoulders on the mat, Stephen Wolf on top. 1, 2, 3.
You know what? Look.
So I didn't want to go. I don't want to go to that point. All I want to know is he said that he wasn't giving you the Underground King. He's giving you the Bounty Hunter this time, going around. So what is your thoughts on that? That's really what my question going into. I don't predict. I don't spoil.
What's the difference?
See, this difference is that he's gonna go against the Bounty Hunter, and not after he actually had a match first, and
Well, I mean, how many people have gone against the Bounty Hunter, right? Like 834 days, right? He was the Underground King.
Yeah.
But the reality is, the Underground King and the Bounty Hunter, they're all Brian Keith, the leader of the pack and the Wolf of Wrestling. That's me. It doesn't matter what moniker I want to choose. They're both me, 100%. So if I beat one, I can beat the other. Pure and simple. Like, BK is one of the best talents in Texas.
Facts.
Hands down, no question about it, right? But what does that make me that I beat him? Better. What does that make me when I beat him again on December 30th? Which, by the way, is my birthday, so y'all better bring some gifts or something.
Oh yeah, we got more of this right coming.
A whole ass bottle.
Yeah, we got more of that coming for you.
You like champagne?
Oh yeah, pop it, baby.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
You just send us your favorite bottle.
Soon as that bell ring, we be popping bottles.
I honestly think it's going to be a great match. You know what I'm saying? We have a fresh BK We have a fresh Stephen Wolf, and
I mean, man, all kidding aside, honestly, like I said, BK is one of the best talents in Texas. Maybe the best before I got here. And
you're the man right now.
I like how you said that.
Well, and that's the thing is, man, on December 30th at Lone Star 4, people are going to realize that me winning this championship, it wasn't a fluke. Like, I didn't come here, just steal something, and I'm going to scurry away like a pansy ass. No. What I'm going to do is solidify myself as a new Texas Pro champion. I'm going to solidify myself and go on to have, dare I say, the longest reign in New Texas Pro history.
I think it's going to be a hell of a long reign because
Yeah, I think so too. I mean, who's to say you stole it? Like, don't get me wrong, man. You went through a match before that.
you know what?
The six shooter match.
He did go through the six shooter
beat
match.
a lot of the great superstars.
And then you know what? As a wrestling fan, I hate how it happened, but you came out on top. I was definitely shocked. I was very, very interested in seeing what's going to be next. And we see what's going to happen next coming up soon. And man, dog, you know what, BK, I'm sorry. I gotta go with the.
You gotta go with the Wolves right now, bro. I'm telling you,
he had like five, like fifth grade.
You gotta go with the Wolves,
and he got
man.
the pack with him, man. I mean, I think honestly, bro, nobody's gonna be able to stop all three of them. I predict that in the next 2 to 3 months, they're gonna have the tag team belts as well.
I see that.
They're gonna have all the gold.
I see that coming. And there's so many people that's potential for just matchups for you. Like, let's talk about this the other day. You just defended that championship not too long ago against Flybrother Warren J, man. And an incredible match. You guys went at it. Y'all tore the house down, stole the show, whatever you want to call it. The main event really delivered, man. Just speak about that match for a little bit.
That match, man, it meant a lot to me for a couple different reasons. One, it being my first title defense, I wanted to show that, again, people think I stole it. Nah, I didn't steal nothing. Like, I earned this. This is mine. I'm going to show you why I am championship material. And another reason why that match meant a lot to me was, and people didn't really know this before the match happened, but me and Warren, we came up around the same time in the same area. Like, him and I were actually born in the same hospital. Like, dead ass. Like, when we came up, we teamed together for a while. Like, we were boys. I was the original Zach Zilla.
Okay.
Yeah,
Little backstory.
Except way better looking. Let's be honest. But
bam,
no,
bam.
no. Me and Warren, we came up back then. He was known as Roscoe. And, he decided that he wanted to come down to Texas and train down here while I was still doing my thing in Illinois. And, he took his path, I took mine. But somehow, some way, the way wrestling works is so beautiful, is everything always circles back. Always circles back. We took two different routes, came to the same destination, came head to head. We may not have the same outlook on stuff, but at the end of the day, we came in there. I know for a fact we both gave our all, because I know I did. And the better man won.
Yeah, it was an incredible match at the end of the night, man. I ain't gonna lie. Y'all put on some great acrobatics, great technical wrestling. I mean, y'all just tore the house down. I mean,
No, the kick off his chest was
that was one. I was like, bruh. Me and Guru was there to watch it, in person. So we seen y'all just like really do y'all thing, man. It was incredible to see, man. And for your first title defense and just the impact it had on your career, and from what I'm saying, you just holding that title right there, it meant a lot, you know what I'm saying? So it was dope seeing that.
Yeah, man. Like, I'm the fourth New Texas Pro champion.
It hasn't been many, but
been four. JJ Blake, Mysterious Q, BK, and myself. Man.
Yeah, it says a lot. Dope. It says a lot, man.
Not only does this championship run Texas, this championship exudes black excellence.
It does. It does.
Every single one of those guys can hold their own in any single ring. I've faced every single one of those guys, And so, man, like, it really does mean a lot. And I know the gravity of what this is. I know the gravity of holding this championship and what it means to not just me, but to everybody. Everybody looks at me and they're like, all right, well, let's see what this guy can do. And every time I get in that ring, I'm going to show you exactly what I can do.
Hey, you know another thing that a lot of people talk about? They talk about the appearance of Stephen Wolf. First off, you come out there, the ring gear is just phenomenal.
Top tier.
I mean,
top tier ring gear.
I'm not gonna even cap. That's one of the hardest I done seen.
The fur, the mask, the tights, the everything.
I mean,
put together.
It's like you make people want to watch you.
Yeah.
And I'm like, dude, what is this? Like, it is like how you move in the ring. It's so well put together. Nothing looks sloppy. Nothing looks rushed. Nothing looks. I mean, it just flows.
It's fluid.
Bro. When I'm
fluid,
dude, I'm telling you,
Poetry in motion.
I said it earlier. When he flipped Chris Carter, it was like a goddamn piece of those just slow motion, and he just caught his ass. I was like, oh, he dead. He dead. I was like, oh my
got a family.
God. And then it's just like the aerial moves. I mean, they're strong as well. The splash, I love it. Oh my God, the chop.
Let's talk about that real quick. You know what I'm saying? My bad, Mike. I don't mean to interrupt you, but let's talk about that because you're one of these guys that have been known in this region, especially in this city and state, to be known as one of the guys who is one of the most hardest chops. Period. Like, you know,
we asked around. We asked around.
And your name comes up every time. Like, he hit hard. Like, he hit hard. You know what I'm saying? We just know.
Yeah. He
was bleeding. He bleeding.
Yeah, he was bleeding.
Yeah.
But it's just like, I don't know what it is, but that just really drew me into you even more. Yeah. And I was like, bro, I'm a Stephen Wolf fan now.
Yeah.
With his merch at so I can buy it right now. And it's not just that, like looking at your body of work, some of the guys you went against and the different places that you worked and you just being booked and being busy. Like, I just want to say just thank you for entertaining me. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And I just want to just give you your flowers and your roses as well. And it's just, bro, I can't even explain it, man. If y'all need to go on YouTube right now, type in Stephen Wolf versus and just watch you pop up. And just watch you pop up. And with that being said, man, with your body of work, let's talk about Evolve. How did that all come about, man?
Yeah, man.
Oh, man. Evolve came about in kind of like a crazy way. So initially when I worked for Evolve, I was told about them doing a seminar or like a show and like a seminar beforehand up in Michigan. And so, like I said, I was living in Illinois at the time, about 2.5 hours south of Chicago, my hometown of Peoria, Illinois. And so I had to drive about 6 or 7 hours to Detroit for the seminar. They did that. And at the time, because they were affiliated with WWE NXT, they said that at the beginning of the seminar that they're going to give one person an opportunity on the show and one person is going to do extra work at NXT. And you know me, I was like, I'm about to get both. Like, I'm going to do it. Like, unfortunately, I didn't get that NXT spot. But, however, I did get that shot on the show. And it was me versus Austin Theory, who's now doing
that's pretty dope, man.
And you know, that was that. That was kind of the end of it. And then Gabe Sapolsky hit me up, and he told me, "Hey, man, I have an opportunity, an extra spot for this Evolve show in New York." He's like, "I have a car that you can jump into, like, so you don't have to drive on your own. I'm covering gas for them. You can be more than willing if you want to take the opportunity." And me, knowing that, you know, opportunities like this don't come around every so often, I'm going to do it. It was like maybe a 15-hour drive or something like that. But the guys I rode with, we got stuck in a snowstorm. And I talk about bad travel days. That one was like a 20-hour travel day, too, like just driving there. I don't know why. Somebody's bright idea was it to start driving at midnight for whatever reason. But, yeah. We were in a blizzard in the middle of, like, mountains and shit and, like, going, like, 5 miles an hour. Wow. We got there, like, when like, the bell rang. For like the first match, and we got in there, all that stuff. I was able to have a couple matches there, and like that was it. Didn't hear anything else back from it. You know, opportunity came, opportunity went. Maybe I just didn't seize it, right? And they did a 3-day like weekend seminar with NXT coaches coming in, and kind of the same deal, right? it was one person's going to get an Evolve contract and one person's going to get a WWE tryout.
Okay.
So 3 days, you're going through everything from basics to advanced, everything in between. You cut a live crowd, you cut a promo, you have a match, all this stuff. Didn't hear anything back from there. Gabe hit me up again and was like, hey, we have these local shows. You want to come through? Yeah, cool. And it was me versus Anthony Green. And it was funny because the match was billed that, like, if Stephen Wolf wins, he gets an Evolve contract. I was like, oh, shit. That's news to me.
Yeah,
okay.
Big deal. Yeah.
But unfortunately, I didn't win.
Yeah.
But I was on the show the next day. It was a 4-way match. And, man, like, it was crazy because after the match, I literally came through the curtain. Gabe was right there. He goes, come here. We kind of came away from people. He goes, hey, so I want to start out. I want to say, like, we're offering you the Evolve contract from the seminar. And I'm still hyped from the match, bro. So I'm like, he's like, you can take your time, kind of think it over. I was like, I literally told him, I was like, thought about it. I'm in. Like, I don't even care, bro. Like, this is that opportunity. You know? He goes, also, because of the tryout, we do want to give you that WWE tryout. You were the standout on everything. Wow. And this, that, and the other. And I was like, man, thank you. Like, honestly, like, thank you. Like, that's wild, bro. Yeah. So not only did I get one, but I got two. Yeah. And then, my time with Evolve popped off. Worked with some NXT guys. Some of them still there. Some of them have gotten released. But, man, those are some times that, like, I'll never forget. And, man, when Evolve closed its doors, it was a sad time, bro. It was a really sad time. Because it was like, damn. But opportunities arose from that, right? Yeah. I don't think I've actually said this on a podcast yet, but after Evolve closed its doors because of COVID, later that year, I got picked for another WWE tryout.
Oh, okay.
And when I got there, it was, I'm gonna be honest, it was like Evolve guys, and so they had us do, same drills. I think I had like 3 weeks to get ready. Usually it's like 8 or something like that, but like, so it was like bing, bang, boom, like you're there, right? And man, I got lucky enough, I was able to show out enough to where I was actually offered a WWE contract.
Oh, man, that's dope.
Dude, it was crazy. But unfortunately, at the time when I went through medical, I told them, I got caught real bad on a dive one time, and my head got busted. And so they wanted me to do an MRI, stuff like that. Found out that I had a ruptured disc in my neck, and they told me straight up, they're like, unfortunately, we can't hire you because you have ruptured disc in your neck. You shouldn't be wrestling. If you take one more bad bump, like, you could be paralyzed.
Oh man.
And they said, like, there are surgeries you can like do, but as of right now, we can't offer you a contract, and you need to stop wrestling. We can't force you to do anything, but you need to.
Okay.
And like, obviously, I know they didn't know this, but I got that call, ironically, on my birthday, December 30th. So it was rough, man. It was the worst time. I went through a really dark time, and and me and my wife, Hyan, she like really helped me through it. Well, she was my girlfriend at the time. That's basically what made her into my wife. But, but no, man, she helped me through it. She's like, so do you want to get the surgery, or do you want to just, because they're like, you can live a normal life without it, like it'll be fine. And I was like, no, fuck that, I'm getting the surgery. Like, I'm going to wrestle again. And they even told me, like, it's a 50-50 shot. Like, I may not be able to wrestle again, but at least your neck's healed. And I told myself, like, I'm gonna wrestle again. So, got the surgery, did like the 6 or 7 months of rehab to get better. And even the doctor said, like, I healed in record time. I'm like, all right, cool, bet. Let me do what I need to do. And I came back to the sport that I love. A couple months later, came down to Texas, and I told myself, I'm going to prove why I belong in any single locker room I get the opportunity to. And that's honestly like what fueled me getting, that entrance garb, that the mask, the jacket, to show, like, I'm not just another black kid that does a bunch of flips and like can like howl and do this and that. No, I am a main eventer. I'm a superstar. I am a fucking rock star. I'm Stephen Wolf, dude. Like that's the whole part of the Wolf mentality, is knowing what you bring to the table and really just showing that. And not letting anybody stop you.
Man, talk that shit, man.
Yeah,
Hey,
dog.
cheers to
Hey,
that, man. Talk that shit,
I
dog.
ain't gonna
I'm
count,
fucking
man.
with
Y'all,
it.
y'all say
man.
talk that shit.
Talk
Hey,
that
man.
shit,
I'm speaking
man.
my truth.
Hey, man, I love that. I love that.
He said,
man.
"Let me get a drink."
Talk that shit,
I love
bro.
that, man.
I'm fucking with it.
I
Hell
love
yeah.
that, man. I'm man.
And that's
What?
that's the thing, man. It's like y'all say this shit. Like, no, man. Like, this is like my day to day. Like, this is
No.
what I truly, wholeheartedly believe. Is that no matter what, as long as you stick to what you know you can do, you believe in yourself. Fuck what anybody else says.
Yeah.
It doesn't give a damn if somebody says you should not. Nah, fuck you. I'm gonna show you why I am the greatest.
Yeah.
Muhammad Ali said it, right?
Yeah.
He said, I am the greatest even before I knew I was.
Yeah.
But the difference between Ali and myself, I know that I'm the greatest,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
I know sitting here.
Bro, we getting that wolf mentality
Hey,
right
man.
now, man.
So-
I'm getting that fire underneath me, boy. I ain't gonna lie to you.
So
That
so
wolf
before
wisdom for you, baby. That's that
telling
wolf
you,
wisdom.
yeah.
Bro.
yeah.
He a different animal.
So before we get out of here, man, I wanted to ask you this, man. Who is your dream opponent?
Dream opponent, man. One of the reasons I got into wrestling, first and foremost, watching him in the ring, and now that it is an opportunity, man, Shelton Benjamin.
Wow.
I want to wrestle Shelton Benjamin.
I
bro.
can see that. I can see that.
Oh yeah, I like that. I like that.
Yeah,
He was the first man that I was like, yo, like, he looks like me, and he does what he does. I can jump. I can do this. I'm athletic. Like, I got into wrestling when I was in, like, junior high, high school and stuff like that, man. And that's always been a absolute dream match of mine. I hate using that term, like, dream match, but that's definitely one of them.
Wow, that's dope, man.
man,
I love it. I love it. This is the part that I love about being a wrestling fan, man.
Yeah, man.
I love this, man. Hearing the stories and they're real.
Yeah.
They're real.
Yeah, real.
And the whole respect thing, how you were saying, I always respected you, but after hearing this story, you tell me your story, it's respect, man.
I like to say, man,